Wow. What a cold-hearted bitch. Welcome, bitches, one and all, to My Reaction to Season 2, Episode 4 of The Vampire Diaries, Memory Lane. Now, last time we finally got a look into werewolves. We finally got a look into their history. We didn't get a full look. It was basically a legend that was stating that vampires are cursed by the sun and werewolves are cursed by the moon. But we didn't... I feel like there's more to it. I feel like it's a lot more complicated than that, but we will see. We got a lot more development for Caroline in that she is trying her hardest to follow Stefan's diet, and I do think that she was successful. But you can't expect her to be there already. Like Stefan even said before, it took him ages to get there. So you can't just expect Caroline to be there in, what, a few days? So I do think that she definitely has potential to do it, but it is going to take time. Now, we also ended the episode on Catherine approaching Caroline in her bedroom and basically saying, we're going to have so much fun together, which I am scared for Caroline because I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is Catherine's sinister plan. Is it simply she's trying to take over Elena's life and take over her friends, or has she got some other plan involved? Did she turn Caroline for a specific reason? I don't know, but anyway, episode 4, Memory Lane. I am very excited because this seems like a flashback episode, and we all know I fucking love flashback episodes. So fingers crossed, and yes, anyway, extremely excited to get back into it, so without further ado, let's go.
My brother is still upset that you chose me to escort you.
Oh damn, I forgot about that.
Looks like he found someone to occupy his time.
What the fuck? Is this a dream? So does Stefan still share the fear that Damon is going to steal Elena from him? What the fuck? Is this not a dream? Is this something else?
It's your turn. It hurts, doesn't it? Now you know how I feel.
Damn.
I love you, Stefan. We'll be together again. I promise.
I'm so confused right now. So it was a dream. It seemed like so much more than a dream, though. Was Catherine somehow influencing him? What? Is it her?
Catherine.
You little
You have to admit,
bitch.
I am getting better at this.
Oh, you little bitch. It's so scary that she can do that.
Tricked you into telling me the truth. That's not stabbing you in the back. It's using your own tactics against you.
Damn.
Where are you
I
going?
mean...
Made myself clear, Damon. I want nothing to do with you.
Okay. See you at Jenna's barbecue.
What?
What are you up to?
I'm gonna put some silver in a Mason Lockwood and prove that he's a werewolf.
Well, damn, Damon. Couldn't I kill him?
What do you want me to say, man? Yes, I turned into a wolf. No, it's not gonna happen to you.
Why?
You know that. Because you're not gonna trigger the curse.
Trigger?
I can't say anything more. I'm sorry, Tyler. It's just better for you if I
Interesting.
don't.
Ignorance is bliss, so once you
ever
know,
find
it's
that
hard to
moonstone?
avoid it.
Do you know where it is?
What's so special about it?
I told you. It was my mom's. It's sentimental.
Absolute bullshit that if you're a werewolf, there's an item called a moonstone, and it doesn't actually do anything. Like, come on, mate.
All of your inner thoughts and feelings laying there on your desk for me to read.
See, the problem is, because he keeps a journal, he's just given her the gold mine of his past with Elena. Like, she can purely imitate Elena now. How is he going to know if it's Catherine if she knows everything that they've done together?
Right. You don't do human.
Hmm.
I read that. I also read about your recent werewolf sighting. That must have come as a surprise.
She knows about werewolves, though?
Who do you think was responsible for ridding this town of vampires in 1864?
Oh.
Families.
Spearheaded by...
The Lockwoods.
Ah.
From the moment I met George, I knew he'd be a problem.
Does he know what she is?
So you're saying that all the Lockwoods are werewolves?
The werewolf gene runs in the Lockwood family, not that they're all wolves.
How many other werewolves are out there?
Practically extinct. They mainly exist now in really bad movies.
Interesting. So they do have a low population then? I wonder what the population of vampires is. We've never actually been given a figure.
You keep this picture. Why not?
That's
burn
true.
it? Tear it up.
She has a point. Why did you keep it?
You came back here to fall in love with me all over again, didn't you?
Oh, damn.
What is it about you that makes me still care?
Stefan. Stefan. Well done. Well done. What did he do? Inject her with Vervain? Nice one, Stefan.
Oh, where were we? That's right, you were gonna tell me why you came back to Mystic Falls, weren't you?
Did she though? Like, is that actually the truth? Oh my god, Stefan.
You're gonna torture me now?
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get you to tell me the truth.
Jesus.
Later that night at the Founders Ball.
No, I don't want to hear any more stories about the past.
I do.
Stefan, that's exactly what you want to hear. I must admit, I am rather surprised that you'd come looking for me.
Because you're the rope in the Salvatore.
Is the way that they turn into a werewolf triggered by vampires? Because that would make sense. Because they have a long history together, and Mason said that ignorance is bliss, so maybe not knowing about vampires will be helpful. Like, do you know what I mean? Maybe something to do with physical contact with a vampire triggers it. But I don't know, there's a lot of loose ends to that.
Brothers tug of war.
No, because I'm a vampire who could kill you in your sleep.
Oh.
I know you know my secret.
This conversation is over.
And I know your secret too, and I know that you're extra strong, only not as strong.
Oh.
How do you know who I am?
You think that I would settle into a town without knowing my enemies?
What do you want?
What did he want?
Yeah. What did he want, Catherine?
Thanks for letting me invite Caroline.
Why is Damon coming?
Because Alaric is a pity taker. Come on, Jenna, be nice.
Be nice when Damon learns to keep his paws off you.
Oh. That is just so awkward that she thinks that.
We haven't met. Mason Lockwood.
Oh, sure. Hey, Damon Salvatore.
I know. Heard great things about you.
Interesting.
Weird.
Who told you that?
Well, it's horrible just fighting the urge for blood every minute of every day. I know that Stefan really hates that part of himself. Oh, he hates that you're a constant temptation. He said that?
Oh,
The
God.
desire to rip out your jugular every time he's with you. Trust me, it's.
Caroline.
I had to break up with him.
That information was not needed, Caroline. Honestly, sometimes Caroline says these things, and I'm sitting here wondering why the hell she thought that was okay.
We could sit here as long as you want.
I've been doing all the talking. It's your turn.
What do you want to know?
Do you pretend to be human when you're with Elena? Is that the appeal?
Actually, I don't pretend to be anything when I'm with her.
I don't... Listen, I don't agree with that. Because we all know Stefan tries his hardest to appear human. He tries his hardest to live a human life. And he does pretend. Let's be real, he does pretend. Like Caroline just said, Stefan thinks all the time about ripping Elena's throat out. Like, he has to pretend because he can't sit there and admit he's a vampire. She may know that he's a vampire, but in their everyday life and their relationship, it's not like a key part, which you can argue is a good thing, but you can't deny that he is lying about who he is. That's just how it is.
I know we've only known each other for a short while, and I know I'm in competition for your affections. But I've never met a woman quite like you.
God, it's weird to see this now.
I look at you and I see an angel.
An angel?
There's just so much you don't know about me, Stefan.
More to learn and love. I've upset you?
No,
The opposite.
you haven't upset me. You've just surprised me.
Yeah. Being a vampire, you must have to deal with the idea that no one's ever going to love you because you're literally a murdering beast, you know? Oh, damn.
What are you doing here?
I told you I would come.
Well, I'm tired. You should go.
Was my love not enough?
I told you. I'm tired.
Oh, Damon.
Please leave.
So it always was Stefan then?
I never compelled your love.
Damn.
It was real, and so was mine.
So she never actually compelled Stefan. She only compelled Damon.
Isn't this fun?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me.
Did I have a choice?
I know what you must think about me.
No, you don't. You've never dated you. I have dated many yous.
Oof.
These are fancy.
Thanks. My mother's silver set.
Remember you compelling me.
How do you remember it?
After I showed you who I really was. You were so scared of me, I had to take away your fear.
Oh, of course,
Or
because
whatever feelings I had
he
back then.
became a vampire and it all came back. This is the thing. He may have loved her at that point, but like she said, because you were so scared of what I was, being a vampire is a huge part of who she is. Like, it's a huge part of who she is. She can't deny that. So he may have loved her when she was pretending to be a human, but when she's actually a vampire, you can't deny that that can change your feelings. And evidently it changed Stefan's, but there is still a part of him that loves her. I just don't think that it's true love. If you can love someone, but then they have such a dark part to them that you hate, is that really love? You know what I mean? I just don't think it can work.
Anyway, George Lockwood was causing all sorts of trouble. Told the founding families about us. But he was willing to strike a deal.
What kind of a deal?
Let her go.
To rid the town of vampires.
I just spoke to Giuseppe Salvatore. The roundup happens tonight.
Insist that they do a body count before the church is set ablaze.
I will.
You little bitch. She orchestrated it. I mean, you could say that it was going to happen anyway and she just got on the right side, but she literally orchestrated the rounding up and killing of all of her vampire, like, brothers and sisters. What the fuck?
I need everyone to believe that I perished in that fire.
You knew that they were gonna burn the vampires in the church.
She started it. Wow.
And just sold them out.
Without blinking.
Wow. What a cold-hearted bitch.
Why don't you start us off?
Sure.
You smart devil.
Would I be the worst friend in the world if I abandoned you and went to Stefan's? I don't think that's a good idea, Elena.
Damon's got it under control here.
Take it from me, there is nothing worse than a clingy girlfriend.
I'm
True.
not being clingy, I'm just concerned.
Yeah, there is a difference.
How about I drive you?
Yeah, okay, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What's that with Caroline? Caroline knows. Caroline knows that Catherine is with Stefan, doesn't she? Because that was how the last episode ended. So Caroline's now trying to keep Elena away. Caroline, what did she say to you? Did she threaten Matt? Caroline, why are you doing this? What did she say to you?
No, you were running from something. What was it?
Yeah. Love?
Everyone has a past, Stefan.
Did someone turn up?
I made sure I could see you one last time.
What?
But your father used your love for me against you. Then Damon, being Damon, nearly ruined everything.
We came for you. We tried to save you.
I didn't want to be saved.
So then Damon and I died for nothing.
No.
Damn.
Come on, man. You don't think I know what this barbecue's about?
How do you know about me? Your brother was completely clueless.
Doesn't matter. I'm not your enemy, Damon. Let's not spark some age-old feud that doesn't apply to us.
Nice.
I lost my brother. My nephew lost his father. I'm here for my family. Let's be above this.
Damn. If he's telling the truth, then damn, I really like this guy. I don't trust people in this show. They always have an ulterior motive. Oh, Damon. Oh, Damon.
Here we come. To the rescue.
Oh no, a flat tire.
Now, I'm sure that you two will beat the odds. Not that there's any study to pull odds from.
Caroline.
Thanks for having me. It was awesome.
You know, I should probably head out too.
We can do just stab him in the back when you walk out the door.
Are you sure the tow's coming? We've been waiting forever.
I know, it's weird. You know, they said they'd be here by now.
We can just walk from here.
No, I can't just leave my car.
We'll come
Elena,
back
pick
there.
up
Give
on...
me a minute, Elena.
Caroline,
Elena, pick up on what's going on.
Why are you hurrying to get to a relationship that'll never work?
Caroline, stop projecting.
Okay, look, I know that you're upset over Matt, but will you stop projecting it onto me and Stefan, please?
I'm not projecting anything.
Where is this coming from?
I'm just trying to be your friend.
Okay, well, do me a favor and stop trying.
My question is this real? Is Caroline saying this because she's her friend and she's having these own feelings about herself? Or is this because Catherine has basically said, we need to break them up, do whatever you can, and has like threatened Caroline somehow? Maybe saying she'll hurt Matt? I don't know, but Caroline seems very scared. She seems like she has to do this. So I think that Catherine has threatened her somehow, but I don't quite know what the motive is yet. Oh, Mason, you're about to be stabbed, mate.
What, more dog jokes?
Nah, those got old.
Oh, Damon, what is wrong with you? Why'd you do this?
I think it was werewolves who started this whole silver myth.
Oh.
Probably for moments like this.
Duly noted.
Oh.
Now you made an enemy.
Yeah. Well done, Damon. Congratulations. Another person who hates you.
I want what I want, Stefan. And I don't care what I have to do to get it.
What is she? What is her plan?
I don't want you seeing Elena anymore.
You don't get to decide
her
that.
from your life, I will kill everyone that she loves while she watches, and then I will kill her while you watch.
I actually believe her, to be honest. Fuck. Fuck. I knew she would be too strong.
I have been sipping vervain every single day for the last 145 years.
Is she immune?
It doesn't hurt me, Stefan. What? I told you. I've missed you, Stefan.
What a smart girl, like, for starters. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Leave Elena alone, please.
Stefan,
Are they actually gonna, like, chat? Ah.
you must be Elena.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Catherine, back the fuck off.
Elena.
Oh, no. Oh.
You okay?
Not really. Are you okay?
Not really.
Oh, God. I felt so stressed right then. Yep, I thought so. She failed her mission.
Occupy her. That's all I asked.
I told her that her relationship was doomed and, you know, all that mortality stuff. And I really think that I got to her.
I hope so.
Oh, no.
I already killed you once. I can easily do it again.
Oof.
You have no idea. You want your stupid rock or not? Tell me where it is. Tell me what triggers the curse. You have to kill somebody. Human blood. You take another person's life away from them, then the curse is yours forever.
Who did he kill? Who did Mason kill? Was it in, like, self-defense or something? Or accident?
Oh my God, I am so sorry about earlier today. I don't know what came over me.
It's okay. Caroline, everything that you were saying was right. It's just...
So she did get to her.
Starving.
Well, spending a day with your jealous ex will do that to you. If Catherine had her way, we'd be breaking up right now.
And if today taught me anything, is that Catherine's used to getting her way.
Every day that we're together, it's dangerous. Why are you...
I don't know whether I agree. She is very, very bad.
Well, reality sucks.
Oh, Caroline. She probably feels awful.
She wants us to fight. She wants to get between us.
She already has, Elena.
Stefan. Why does everyone have to fuck with Caroline? It pisses me off. She can never live a happy life. Was Damon happy with that? Because they're breaking up? Oh, shit.
Heard you were on the loose.
What's the matter? Jealous I spent the day with Stefan?
Don't do jealous. Not with you. Not anymore.
Don't try to be the hero, Damon. You'll end up dead.
Been there. Done that. At least this time it'll be worth it.
Damn. It's so annoying how she still plays around with Damon. If you're not interested, leave him alone. What's going on here? Oh.
I hated that fight.
I know, me too. Felt too real.
Was it on purpose? Were they faking it?
Did you see Caroline?
Ah.
We were right. Catherine got to her. She was hanging on to every single word.
Oh my God.
I
Wow.
think Damon was listening to us fight too. Are you gonna tell him that it wasn't real?
The only way Catherine's gonna believe it is if everybody believes it. It's the best way to make her think she's getting what she wants.
I was going to say, you could easily tell that something was up with Caroline. I think her best friend would be able to know.
Catherine doesn't care about anybody but herself. She's incapable of love.
George.
Your carriage is waiting.
Well done, George. Thank you.
Now on to your part of the deal.
The Moonstone.
We shall take each other's secrets to the grave. Now, you must hurry.
I do honestly believe that she loves him.
I love you, Stefan. We will be together again. I promise.
Is that truly what she wants? Like, is that truly why she's back? My mind feels blank right now. There was a lot of things happening in that episode. So we started the episode with the scene where Damon was... I thought it was dreaming, but it seems as though Catherine influenced his dreams. I don't know how that works, because I wasn't aware that that was an ability. So can someone let me know? But Basically, she influenced his dreams to implant these memories and false memories and alter them to see essentially his greatest fear of Elena choosing Damon over him, which was very dark, very vindictive of her. But it was also very scary to see how easily she was able to imitate Elena. Because, like I was saying earlier, the fact that she now has access to Stefan's diary, she has all of their memories. She has not really memories, she knows everything that they've gone through. So there's no real, detection. Unless Stefan can simply detect that it's Catherine based on, slight little personality traits. If she has all of this information about everything they've done together from his journal, if he asks questions like, what did we do, she's gonna know. So that's a bit of an issue now. But yeah, it was a very awkward scene because it's hard for me to separate Catherine and Elena in my mind. Because when you have two people that look so similar to one another, they're literally the same actress, it's hard to think of them as two separate people and not the same person, just slightly different. You know what I mean? It truly shows how much a face can alter your opinions on people. Simply having a different face has such a different meaning to your mind. Even knowing that it's that person, those physical indicators are so important. We then got our first look into the past, which was Catherine at the ball, and another vampire approached her and basically said that two people had been murdered, but it was like nothing he had seen before. They had been annihilated. And Catherine basically said, I'll handle it. We're all good, I'll handle it, we don't need to leave, which was the first start of her betrayal of the other vampires, which we will get to later on. We then had a very interesting scene where Catherine brought up the fact that, why did you keep this photo of me after all these years? Which I didn't even think about. It didn't even process in my mind. Why has Stefan kept this single picture of Catherine for all these years, if not because he loved her? He can tell himself all he wants that he doesn't love her, that he hates her, but we all know he loves her. That's been abundantly clear from the beginning. There's nothing you can do to persuade me that he doesn't love her. Because yes, he loves Elena, and from what we can tell, he loves her more than he loves Catherine. But, he loves Catherine. You can't deny that, Stefan. And then she went to kiss Stefan, which I was a bit scared about because I thought, oh no, Stefan, you're going to really regret this. But nope, Stefan just stabbed her with vervain, which was then brought up later on that she has been sipping vervain for 120 years or whatever, every single day, so that she can basically become immune to it, which, what the fuck? That is scary that we now have a vampire, and practically the only way that you can deal with a vampire is with vervain to weaken them, and Catherine's already so much older than any other vampire that we know, so she's already stronger than everyone that we know. So there's literally no way to stop her now, except by surprise. Except by somehow killing her without her knowing that you're going to do it. Because any other way, and she's going to win. She's going to be such a hard person to fight, Jesus Christ. There's nothing you can do. What can you do? We then had the start of the dinner party, which this was the moment that you could tell that something was up with Caroline. I was thinking, when I was watching this scene, I was thinking maybe it's just because, she's just turned. She's got quite a lot of humans around her. She might be feeling a little, jittery. But nope, she had actually been recruited by Catherine to do something, which I just feel so stupid that I'd mentioned it in the intro and then completely forgot that the episode ended with Catherine talking to Caroline. Of course she would do something with her. So Caroline's mission was to plant these ideas in Elena's mind that her and Stefan don't belong together, which I think was very hard for Caroline to do, but it was very easy in the form of her just being able to project her own feelings. It wasn't like she had to lie, because I think that in some level, she does believe this, but she believes it about her and Matt rather than Damon and Elena. And I feel so bad for Caroline to just be manipulated so often. And she finally becomes a vampire. She finally becomes someone who can no longer be influenced to do anything. And then she's still fucking influenced by Catherine. It's fucking annoying. Just leave Caroline alone. Seriously. Once again, we had another episode without Bonnie. And it's very interesting that Bonnie keeps being left out of episodes. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why she's not around. I want to see advancement on her character. I want to see advancement on her relationships with people, but we're just not getting enough Bonnie, and it's starting to annoy me. Now later we had, I think, the first scene that we've actually seen some pure emotion from Catherine. It was the scene where Stefan and Catherine were walking upstairs, he was saying goodnight to her, and he was basically expressing his love to her, and it was the first time that you've truly seen her shell crack. Because she's such a manipulative, such a scheming person that you never know if she's being honest. You never know if what you're seeing is the true her or if she's just playing another act. But that was the first time that we've actually seen her crack. And start to feel something. And you could tell it shook her. You could tell it surprised and hit her to her core because you could truly see the vulnerability. You could see the shield going down. And I don't think she liked that. I don't think that she liked that someone had that power over her. And I think it scared her. But later on, she did say that she was running away from her past because everyone has a past. So what came back that made Catherine have to leave the town? Could it have simply been love? Could love have been the thing that she was running away from because she was falling in love with Stefan? But I don't think it was, because when she was saying goodbye to him later on, she said, "I love you. We will meet again." You know, so it'd be weird if she was running away from that. So something must have turned up or happened in the town that she just had to leave. This was also the first inkling we got about Catherine's true feelings towards Damon and Stefan as two separate people, because it truly does show that she did love Stefan and she didn't love Damon. It may have been superficial love, it may have been physical love, but true love was always between her and Stefan, which I just think is very sad. I think it's very sad for Damon, because don't get me wrong, Damon's a murderer. He's done so many things. Like we saw this episode, he was a dickhead to Mason when Mason's done nothing wrong. But that doesn't change the fact that this was before all of that. This was before any murderous moments. This was before Damon had really done anything wrong. And this was how he was treated. He was manipulated into doing things by Catherine when Stefan was basically just allowed to be free with her and allow his feelings to develop, whereas Damon was just her plaything, really. He was just something that occupied her time, which is very sad, in my opinion. And it does really make you feel for Damon. Now, in the same scene, we found out that Catherine was the real reason everything happened. It wasn't just that she caused it by way of not leaving the town and being too open about everything and revealing she was a vampire and all shit like that. She literally organized the roundup. She, like she said, she practically lit the match herself. Like, it's so fucked up that she would turn on all those people, like she said, without even blinking. She just did it. It was nothing to her. 26 of my brothers and sisters that I know and love? Fuck it, go away. Like, how awful of a person do you have to be like that? It's fucking vile. And I don't understand how she has this effect over people. How people can fall in love with someone so disgusting. You know? How can you trust someone like that? Then later on, we had finally a meeting between Catherine and Elena, which this is something I've wanted for so long. Not a lot happened in it, which I was a bit disappointed about. I wanted them to talk a bit more. But you got the vibe that it was Catherine eyeing up her competition because she just kept looking Elena up and down, thinking like, so this is who he's falling in love with. And basically just like, I don't know, it was like she was planning so many things in her head without saying a single word. It was very interesting to watch. And it was very interesting to see Nina's different acting styles, to see how she plays the two. Because Elena's definitely a very timid, frightened person, just based on that scene alone. But Catherine is very poised, very sure of herself, and very strong. And you could just see that purely by body language. Purely by body language. The way that Elena stood there like a bit shy and a bit like scared because she's in front of a murderous machine. And Catherine was eyeing her up like a piece of prey. It's just, I love her acting styles with the two. It's very interesting. So we then had the scene with Tyler and Mason where Mason finally revealed how the curse takes place, which is that you have to take a human life. And it makes sense because if you think about vampires, the way that they seal the deal is that they drink human blood. So it would make sense if the two are linked so heavily that a werewolf would have to kill a human for it to take hold. And I have two questions. One, who the fuck did Mason kill? And two, what justifies killing a human? Does an accident / self-defense matter? If someone's running at you with a knife and you kill them, does that still solidify the transformation? If you accidentally hit someone with your car because they like jump in front of it, does that count as you murdering a human and the transformation happens? Or do you literally have to have in your head, I'm going to kill this person? You know? I would think that it would be any kind of death because Mason doesn't seem like the person who would just go out and kill someone. So I would think that self-defense may have been the result of his, but I'm not too sure right now. We don't truly know Mason. I don't know. Something about him makes me think there would be an accident. Now, we then had a scene which it blew my mind that they were this smart about it. So Damon and Elena faked a fight for the pure reason of Caroline being able to hear. Which, it's just, I'm glad that they know. I'm glad that they know and they're able to manipulate this so that they can still be together and still be happy and not allow this to get between them, and they can trick Catherine into thinking it's working. However, once again, I feel so bad for Caroline. She's just being manipulated by absolutely everyone around her. She's got no one on her side. She's got no one telling her the truth. Because if you think, you've got her two best friends. Bonnie doesn't want anything to do with her right now because she's a vampire. Elena is manipulating her herself, which I don't blame Elena for because that's what they have to do. But still, from Caroline's perspective, she has no one on her side right now. She had to break up with Matt because it was dangerous for him. She can't really talk to her mum right now because her mum's a vampire hunter. Like, Caroline literally has no one to go to. It just makes me so sad. I think she's definitely becoming my favorite character, to be honest with you. Because she was annoying me a bit this episode, but you have to give her a pass when someone's threatening her life. It was already, so much has already been taken away from her. To threaten her life, you can understand why she would be like this. I don't blame her. It's more so that I just feel sorry for her, to be honest. Now, towards the end, we also had a scene between Damon and Catherine, which I thought was really interesting. I think it has shown a lot of... I don't know if growth is the right word. I was gonna say it's shown a lot of growth for Damon that he's able to resist Catherine, but I don't know if you could call it growth and more so putting it out of his mind. Because I do truly think that he still loves her. I don't know if she loves him. I don't think she does, based on what we saw in the past and how much she loves Stefan. But he definitely still loves her. And I just think that he's trying to avoid it at the moment. He's just putting it to the side and not thinking about it, which is a very Damon thing to do. But I did like how he wasn't allowing her to manipulate him anymore. Because it's weird, because it seems as though she does care about him. But he still just feels like he's just being manipulated by her all the time. Like he's a plaything that she can just do whatever she wants with. And it's not nice to see. It feels icky. Oh, I forgot to talk about the fact that we found out that Catherine had this plan in place the whole time of getting away. So Stefan and Damon going to rescue her was for nothing. She said it was for love, but if you truly think about it, it was for nothing. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to become vampires. But I don't think that she's very sad about that fact, because the fact that she said that we'll meet again, I love you, truly shows that she wanted to meet him again. So I think she's kind of happy that they were turned, even though this whole time it didn't need to happen. They didn't need to rescue her because she already had a plan in place, which very awkward. Very awkward. But anyway, we ended the episode with Catherine going over to Stefan, leaning down and saying, I love you and we will meet again. So it's kind of confirmed that she does truly love him, and that could truly be why she's back in the town. I don't believe it. I don't think that they can base, a whole season on just Caroline trying to get Stefan back. I don't believe it. There is something more going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the plan for the season is. But there must be more than just Catherine trying to get Stefan back. I don't believe it. But as I was saying before, it does truly show that she does love him. She wasn't lying about that part. She does love him because he wasn't conscious at that point. There was no need for her to go over and say that she loves him and they'll meet again. So at least we have that confirmed, but I don't trust that that's all it is. So yes, I believe that's everything covered. So on to question time. So first up, do you think that Damon acted impulsively or he has reasons to be mistrusting of Mason? That is, I don't know. My instinct tells me it's more, but my brain tells me based on what I saw that it was simply impulses, because Damon is a very impulsive person. He's someone who doesn't really think things through. He just does them. And like we saw, Mason said, you've just made an enemy. So if he hadn't done that, they could have just gone on harmoniously and not really worried about each other. But by doing that, he's now created an enemy. But then was that his goal? Was his goal to make an enemy? I don't know. Because that's very Damon as well, to make people all hate you and to not like having friends or acquaintances, you know? He just wants everyone to hate him, but I don't know. My instincts tell me it's more, but I don't know what more it could be. Next up, do you think Catherine loved and is still in love with Stefan? Also, what about Stefan? Like I was saying in the episode, I think they both love each other. We'll start with Stefan. I think Stefan loves Catherine on some level. He may hate her for many things. He may hold a lot of mistrust to her for good reasons. But I don't think that you can deny that there is a certain level of love that he has for her. And he even admitted it. Why do I care for you? What is it about you that I care about? So he's definitely got these feelings. I don't think he even knows why he has these feelings because he has so much hatred for her. And I don't think that there's any viable relationship to be had between the two. I don't think that that's possible. But Does he still love her? I think he does, but I think that his hatred outweighs his love. Now for Catherine, like I was saying before, I think she does love him, but I don't think that's why she's back. It may be part of the reason why she's back, but I don't think she's back simply to get Stefan, because it just doesn't make sense. Why would she be away for all this time, not go to Stefan, but as soon as Stefan meets Elena, she goes to him? It's weird timing. Maybe because she was waiting, but then he got with Elena and she didn't want her plan to be ruined, but then what plan would she have? You know, like, it doesn't make... I don't have all the information to know why she's back. I just refuse to believe that it's just because she loves Stefan. Right, next up, do you think Jenna and Damon could bond? I think they could. I was editing the episode recently where Jenna, Damon, and Matt's mum were at the bar drinking, and I definitely liked the vibe that they all had together. However, from Jenna's point of view, you can understand why she doesn't like Damon, because Jenna doesn't even have all the story. Jenna doesn't even know that he's a murderer. Jenna just knows that he kissed Elena on the porch when she's still with Stefan, and that's his brother. And she's known guys like Damon before. She's been with Damons before. So she's just being the protective aunt right now. But then you've also got his relationship with Alaric, which seems to be growing. They seem to be bonding a bit. I wouldn't say they're friends right now, but they're definitely getting past the hatred of each other. So I don't know if as a trio they could bond a bit more. But right now, I don't think it's on the cards because I think Jenna's just a bit too protective of Elena to allow it. Right, next up, are Stefan and Elena being smart to fool Catherine, and does it really have an impact? That is a very good question. I didn't really think about the impact part. I'll start with the first part. Are Stefan and Elena being smart to fool Catherine? I don't think that they are. I think in the short term, yes, because it will provide them some time. But Catherine is a very smart girl. I think if they push this too hard and they show this too much, she's going to figure out that they're lying. And on the part of will it have an impact, I don't think it will. Because she still loves Stefan. It's not going to change her love and want for Stefan. Maybe it will make her think that her plans are going along. But the second that she finds out that it's not, she will lash out. She will not be happy that this has happened. And also, does this really impact her plans at all? Because her plans are to get Stefan. I don't think she cares if Elena and Stefan start to drift apart because she's still going to try and get him. It's not going to stop her, them two still being together, because at the end of the day, she can just kill Elena. She may not want to. I don't know why she doesn't want to at the moment. Maybe because it will alienate Stefan from her even more. But there's always a way out. There's always a way to win. So I don't know if it will have an impact, but reading that question, thinking about it, I don't think it will. And lastly, why do you think Catherine makes an effort to see Damon? I don't know. It's very complicated. I do think that on some level she loves him. I just don't think it's love. I think it's more so like you love a friend, like you care about someone. But I think she truly loves Stefan, but she cares about Damon. I don't think that she doesn't care about Damon, but she's very manipulative and she's very scheming and I just don't trust her. So I don't like her being around Damon. She's not good for Damon. She turns Damon into a very bad person. So I don't know. But to answer the question, why do you think she makes an effort to see him? I think it's simply because she cares about him. Like, that's it. She cares about him more than he realizes, but I just don't think it's love. I don't think it's love. So yes, that was another fantastic episode of The Vampire Diaries. I love when we go back in time. I know there's more to the story. I want to find out more about Catherine's past, what she was running away from. But any episode where we go back in time, I love. So yes, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon where you're able to find the early and uncut reactions to The Vampire Diaries and all the other shows that I do. At the moment, I'm about 7 episodes ahead on The Vampire Diaries, so make sure to go over there and check beforehand if you do want to subscribe. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.